Welcome to the TRX Basic Training Workout. We're about to jump into it, so hopefully you're all set up with your TRX at home. You also may want a mat for some of the groundwork we're going to do, maybe a water bottle because you're going to need to stay hydrated, and I think you're going to need a towel because between the three of us, we're going to try and make you sweat a little bit today. Now we need to frame up the workout. What's going to happen is we're going to show you 12 of our favorite TRX exercises. 9 of them are going to be strength-based, and 3 of them are going to be great stretches that we'll finish with. For the 9 strength exercises, we're going to show you 3 and even 4 progressions for each. So it should be pretty easy, no matter what your fitness level, to find the one that's going to be right for you. Doug's going to be showing you the easier progressions. Bianca's going to be bringing it with the harder ones. You choose to follow whoever you want, and don't be afraid to flip back and forth and challenge yourself at whatever level you think you can. So I think we're ready to go, and I think you're ready to go. So let's jump into this workout, and we're going to start with the squat. So I want you to grab on your TRX and make sure you adjust it to mid-length. Now once you've got it adjusted up to that mid-length position, then you're going to walk back and make sure that you've got those hands nice and relaxed. Those elbows are just in front of your torso, not too far back, not too far forward. Now, here's what Doug's going to be doing. He's going to be dropping right down through both heels and coming straight up, using TRX as little as possible. We're just using it to unload the movement, but only as much as we need. Dropping down and up, and pay attention to alignment that he has between his hips and his shoulders. Very important. Now Bianca's going to take it to another level. She's going to be moving a lot faster and with some power, and we're actually going to have her jumping and leaving the ground the whole time. So now you've seen what Doug's going to do, you can see what Bianca's doing, and I want you to join in right now. Let's go, 30 seconds of it. Bring it down and up, down and up. Now by the time we're done, your legs are going to be tired, so don't let that stop you now, though. We want to get there, dropping down, and look how nice and deep Doug's going. Just go as far as you can, weight through the feet, shoulders in alignment are perfect, light grip. Bianca's bringing it up and down. Come on, Bianca, come on now. You can go higher than that. Bring it as high as you can. You've only got 10 seconds to go, and then we get to rest. Come on, Bianca. Keep it smiling, light grip. Look at that beautiful squat. It's perfect. We've got 5 seconds to go. One more, Doug, all the way down and up, and rest. Nice job. Well, that's a good start. Now, to go to the next set, we're going to bring it up a notch, and this is going to take it to single leg work. Doug is going to use that right leg as a support as he squats through his left leg. So you can see he's got his heel on the ground. It's exactly the same movement, same grip, same alignment, one leg, different deal. Now, Bianca, you can already see what she's going to do. She's got this leg right up and off the ground, no help, no assist, dropping down and up. We're up in about 3 seconds. Do a couple of them so everybody can see. And go. Let's hit it. On this left leg, down and up. Again, you're probably a little bit fatigued from before, but it doesn't matter. You can do this all the way down and up. Nice work, Doug. Great depth in that squat, great alignment, weight through the heel. And Bianca, she doesn't know it yet, but in about 5 seconds, I'm gonna move her up a notch. We're gonna do some power work. So right now, if you're following Bianca, try that jump if you can. If you can't, just go back, and if you need to, go back and follow Doug. Come on now, up and down, up and down. Perfect job. You got 3 seconds at home. Come on now, bring it, and rest. Quickly, let's switch legs. Give him a little shake. You set on this other side. You set. You set. Let's go. Down and up. Perfect. Straight down and up. Now you want to hit the end points of this. This is great work for your legs. Great work for your core, and the TRX is amazing at unloading this exercise for you. So follow along. That's it, Bianca, down and up. Now, we've got about 5 seconds. We're gonna move Bianca up again to that little power hop. Look at this beautiful motion she's giving us. And now, let's bring it. Power hop. Power hop. Come on, Doug. Don't stop. Don't stop at home. You can do it. 5 seconds. We've got 1 more repetition to do, and rest. Nice job, you guys. Well, that's a tough first leg exercise, isn't it? We're going to move in to the next one, which isn't a whole lot easier. It's the sprinter start. So to do that, you're going to leave the TRX in that mid-length adjustment, but you're going to come forward, having the TRX coming underneath those arms, grabbing them with a thumb grip or that inside grip. Now, notice where Doug's got his hands. Right into either side of his chest, framing up his chest, almost tucked right into his armpits. You'll also see his legs are right together. And Bianca's doing the same thing. Now I want you to walk backwards, keeping your weight into that TRX. You're gonna keep those hands right where they are to about a 45-degree angle. If you're following Doug, you're gonna keep your feet right together, and that's the end part of the motion. Look at the downside. We've got perfect angle at the hip, 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knees, and as he comes up, he's going to hit it right there, feet together. So dropping down and dropping up, and that's exactly what you're gonna do if you're gonna follow Doug. If you're gonna follow Bianca, it looks like this, coming down and up, and pause at the top there, Bianca. Look at that high knee. That high knee is what it's all about. All the strength comes through that leg. This back leg is doing almost nothing, and that's what you're gonna be doing if you're following Bianca. So, you ready?
Ready.
You ready? Let's go, 30 seconds. All on that left side, driving down and up. That's perfect, Doug. Come on now, down and up. And again, we want to connect the dots. Hold that back section, hold the top section, move in between. That's perfect. Nice technique, Bianca. If you're following Bianca, this is balancing. You're throwing that knee up. If you need to adjust the feet, adjust as you need to. We've got 10 seconds. Work it hard for 10 seconds. Come on, Doug. Come on, Doug. I know that leg is tired. It doesn't matter. Bring it now, buddy. Bring it up and down. Last couple seconds. One more rep, Bianca. And rest. Quickly, let's switch legs. Get it together. Switch legs. Get into position.
Yeah.
On your marks, get set. Hit it. Let's go. Down and up. Down and up. That's it. We're working on the other side. Now we've got a chance to rest a little, but not much. We're really working it now. Bianca's moving it up. Nice job with that. Look at that nice high knee. That's exactly what you want. Bring it up as high as your flexibility will allow. Come on, Doug. I know they're getting a little bit tired, but we're almost out of this quad work. We got 10 seconds to go. Woo! 10 seconds at home. Come on now, Doug. Bring it. Bring it. Come on now. Up, up, up. That's it. 5 seconds. Last 2. One more repetition. And rest. Okay, now we got 30 seconds, and then we get to bring it up even a higher notch. So here's what we're going to be doing. Doug is just going to go to that single leg one that Bianca was doing, pulling that knee forward. All right, so let's see that a couple times. Again, 45 degrees, dropping down, dropping up. Make sure you can hold that position up and down. Bianca's gonna bring it to a whole nother level. She's gonna hop forward at the top, and then hop backwards, getting extra stress in that front leg. So now you can see what to do. We're up in 3 seconds. Get ready, and go. Let's bring it up and down on that left side. Good. Look at Doug hitting that excellent angle at the top. Pulling that knee straight forward. Bring it right to me. Boom, that's it, right to me. Perfect. You at home, pull it up strong. Bianca. Boom, up and back, up and back.
Bianca.
See how far you can hop forward and hop back. We want that big stress going through that front leg. You got 10 seconds. Come on, Bianca. Come on. Hop it up and back. You got all kinds of energy at home. Let's go, Doug. Pull it up. Pull it up. The sweat's starting to drip. It doesn't matter. You got 2 seconds, and let's switch legs, switch legs, switch legs. That other leg's gonna rest. You ready?
Ready.
You ready? Let's hit it. Go, 30 seconds. Down and up. Down and up. That's it. That's it. Again, look at Doug bringing it through there. His alignment is perfect. His focus is good. Look forward into that spot. Find that focal point and work. Bianca, let's go. Come on, I want a big hop back. A big hop back if you can do it. You've got 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Keep those hands right in tight to your chest. 8 seconds, 8 seconds. Come on, I know we're tired, but it doesn't matter. Last three, and rest.
Nice.
Nice job. Way to go. Now that's gonna burn. Now let's take it down a notch. We're gonna get down to the ground, put our heels in the TRX, and we're gonna do some good hamstring work. Now, to do this, you're gonna need to adjust the TRX so the bottom of the foot cradles are about 8 inches from the ground, or if you're sitting there, the foot cradles should be just brushing the tops of your toes. Here's what to do to get into them. I want you to put your thumbs in the foot cradles, roll all the way back, pull both feet up, and drop those heels in as far as you can, and use your fingers to pull that foot cradle up as high over the heel as you can. Once you've got it, you're gonna lie down just like this and straighten those legs out. And here we're showing you, if you're working on a single-sided anchor, you'll notice you can do this without crossing behind it. All right, so Doug, he's gonna keep his hips on the ground, his palms on the ground, but he's going to engage force down into those foot cradles, pulling those knees as far up as he can. That's his movement. Bianca's gonna do it a little bit differently. What we're gonna see from her is already happening. Her backside is up and off the ground, lifting that tailbone as high as she can, and that's gonna make it much, much harder for her. So, pick your poison, get ready at home, we're up, get set, go. Here we go, that's it. Keep that backside right on the ground, Doug. That's it, perfect job. Again, both progressions have got palms pressed into the ground, heels are pushing into the TRX, lifting those hips as high as you can if you're following Bianca. Now you're gonna start to work. Those hamstrings are gonna start to burn. We had a lot of quads working before, now those hamstrings are working. Glutes are up in the air. You've got about 5 seconds. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Keep breathing. Come on now, you can do it. You can do it. Hold on to it. One more repetition. Rest. Nice job. All right, so what to do next? here's what's gonna happen. If you're following Doug, if you can, bring the hips off the ground and put your hands here on the chest. If you can't do that, just go back to one of the earlier progressions. If you're following Bianca, give this a try. She's gonna move back a little bit away from that anchor point. Palms are gonna be straight up in the air and those hips are gonna come up. And this exercise and this progression is no joke. So we're up in 5 seconds. Show them a couple of them. Beautiful. If you're ready at home, join in. Let's go. Hit it. 30 seconds. There we go. Lift those hips as high as you can if you're Doug. It makes a huge difference as those hands are up. Drive those elbows into the ground. That's exactly what we want. Bianca, excellent work. Bring those hips up as high as you can. Point up at the ceiling with those arms. Point at the ceiling. You got 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds. That means we're halfway there. Let's go. Come on, keep breathing. Woo! Keep breathing. Pull those heels up. Come on. Knees to me. Knees to me. All the way up to me. Knees to me. Last couple. Last couple. Right here. One more repetition. One more rep. One more rep. And rest. Nice job. Okay, well, your legs should be feeling pretty done. How you feeling?
Really good.
Done?
Yes.
Done?
No,
All right, now we're going to the upper body. So to do that, we're going to start off with the row. To adjust the TRX, we're going to be facing the anchor point, but what I want you to do is shorten the TRX all the way up. For any row that you're doing, you'll always use the TRX in a fully shortened position. So now that we've got that, you're going to walk back, putting tension onto the handles with your arms straight. Now you've got that, let's talk about what Doug's going to do. To begin with, he's leaning back now against the TRX, arms are straight, and notice he's got that offset stance. That's going to allow him to use his back foot to give himself a self spot, take some of the pressure off it. So he's ready to go. Now Bianca's going to do it a little bit differently. What she's going to do is get a nice wide shoulder width stance, but I'm not very nice, so I'm going to get her to come a little bit steeper, and she is going to do this nice hard row. Now you can adjust your angle just by moving your feet in or out. So, you've seen what Doug is doing, you've seen what Bianca is doing, now you know what you're doing. Let's go, 30 seconds, right away. Doug's got down up, and look at this posture he's giving us. Straight line, shoulders, hip to knee, fantastic. His eyes are focused up high on the anchor, and that's exactly what you should be doing at home. Bianca is working nice and steep. Now, if you want to work a little bit harder, Bianca, come a step a little bit further forward. That's the good stuff. That's where all the strength is. Adjust it forward if you need more, take it out if you need less. But the bottom line is you got 5 seconds to go. Keep going, come on now. Right up here, all the way up, look up high at the anchor point. Nice job, Doug. And rest. Nice work. So now we're gonna take it to another level. We're gonna move the TRX into single handle mode. Now here's how we do that. Grab your TRX one over top of the other. Take the bottom handle, pass it through the top, grab onto it. The handle that's on the bottom now, pass it through the top, grab on it, and lock it down. Make sure you test it so it's not gonna go out. Doug's gonna use his left arm from that offset stance, just like we used before in those rows. Go ahead and show them, Doug. Bianca's gonna do the same thing from that bilateral stance. Pick your poison again. Now we know what to do. Let's hit it. 30 seconds. Go. Driving back. Now what's important here is look at that alignment. Again, shoulders are nice and square. Hand is on his hip. He's tight through his core. Exactly what we want. And you can mess with that offset. Doug, I think Doug can go a little bit deeper. So we're going to push him down just a little bit, still using that offset stance. Now Bianca, she's got that good wide stance. We want those shoulders again nice and square. Good work through her core. And you can see, this is a back exercise, right? But look at what's happening in Bianca's core. You can see it's lit up, and that's what all core all the time means. Excellent job, you guys. Let's switch to the other side. Switch to the other side. Give yourself a little shake. You can rest that one arm. Get ready.
Ready?
In position, in position, in position. Let's go. Driving back and forth. Your arm comes down at 45 degrees, looking up high at the anchor point. Those are your cue points. Core is tight. The hand on the hip is going to help that. Again, excellent job. Look again at what's going on in Bianca's core. That's what all core all the time means. We got 10 seconds to go. Really focus on this. Look up high. Move a little bit deeper if you can. If it's getting too hard, you're starting to fail, just back up a little bit. You've got 3 seconds. Give me one more repetition. Beautiful job. And rest. That's the back. Now let's move on to what's something for our chest. What I want you to do is lengthen TRX all the way out, and we're going to move to the TRX chest press. So once we've got it lengthened, we'll come forward, leaning into the handles, and there's a couple key things we need to remember. If you find that that TRX is rubbing against your arms at all, your hands are simply too low, you just gotta bring them up. Ideally, that TRX should just be hovering over top of your arm, not touching it, but not with miles away. What Doug's gonna be doing is, again, using that offset stance. So he's gonna bring his 1 foot forward, his 1 foot back. That again allows him to self-spot, puts him in a great position. Let's see it. Notice he's lowering his chest and his hips together, not separately. Bianca is gonna do this a little bit differently. She's gonna come in this nice wide stance, keeping herself nice and stable, and coming down and up. Notice her feet are beside each other, not offset, and that makes a world of difference. So, now you know what to do, know who to follow. Let's go, 30 seconds. Down and up. Now Doug and I, we're gonna switch these feet at the 15-second mark. So driving it down and up, good, straight down and up, nice work. Again, look how Doug is keeping his shoulders and hips in perfect alignment. Bianca's working hard, she's just getting into her rhythm. We got about 15 seconds to go. Doug, switch those feet and driving down and up. A ton of core work going on as we do this exercise, just a ton of it. And now we got 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds, keep those glutes switched on. Driving in and out, I think we can do one more repetition, down and up. Nice job, way to go you two. Well done at home. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're going to move to a few different variations. We're gonna mess with Doug's stability. So he's gonna have his feet right together and take 1 foot, lifting it off the ground. There it is, just like that. That's gonna create a rotational force. He's gonna have to manage it here in your core. Now you know what Doug's gonna do. Bianca, we're gonna be mean to her. We're gonna take her right to the very, very bottom and work her hard. So if you wanna work strength, go as steep as you can with that wide stance. Let me see a couple of them from both of you. Now you know what to do. Join in right now. 30 seconds, let's go. Come on now, Doug. Straight down and up. We're gonna switch that leg at the 15-second mark for Doug. That's perfect job. Perfect job, get that leg out wide, get that leg out wide. You got 5 seconds there. Bianca, keep it moving. This is hard down here, hard. Switch that leg now, Doug. Come on, Bianca, right there in that core. She is firing off, as should you be at home. We got 10 seconds, get down here. Come on now, right down to the ground. Right down to the ground, nice.
Let's go, Bianca.
Keep it going, we got 5 seconds. One more repetition, right here, right here, right here. Nice work. Whew, that's no joke, is it? Good work at home. So now let's switch. We're gonna do some shoulder work. So what I want you to do is shorten the TRX up just a little bit. We're going to take it up to that mid-length position. And we're gonna lean back just as we did before with the row, but it's gonna be an extra something to find that end range. So once you've leaned back, you've got that length in TRX just right. What we're going to do is walk forward, finding that T fly or that T shoulder deltoid raise. Perfect, just like that. That's the range of motion you have. From there, you're going to set your offset, and here's where the two progressions are going to be different. Doug has taken a long offset stance. If you look closely at his feet, there's at least a foot length between the heel of his front foot and the toe of his back foot. That makes it a little bit easier. His back foot can help him out of the back of that movement. Bianca's done it differently. You can see her toe is lined up with her heel. It's almost toe to heel, and then from that back to front foot. And that's gonna make it a little bit harder, a little more of aggressive offset position. Now you're all set up, you know what to do. 30 seconds starts right now. Let's do it. Driving down and up. Now again, we're gonna switch these offsets at that 15-second mark. Down and up. That's it, Doug. You want to keep tension on the TRX the whole time. Keep your eyes up nice and high, looking at that anchor point. Squeezing back here to those rear deltoids. Do that upper back. Let's switch that offset really quickly. Switch it and keep it rolling. Bianca's working hard, and you can see it's a little bit tougher as she comes out of the bottom of that movement. That front foot is helping at the top. So you got 5 seconds. Let's just do 2 more repetitions. 1 more rep at home. Let's go. And rest. Nice job. Now, you ask, how can we take that to another level? Well, what Doug's going to do is he's going to work from a bilateral stance or with his feet together. You can see he's found his offset. He's come all the way through. Now, if you can't do this, you can't get out of the bottom, just go back to that offset foot position. Bianca is going to do something different. She's going to do this T-fly like we've done before, but she's going to add in a Y-fly motor pattern. Look how her arms come up high overhead. So now you know what to do if you're following Doug. You know what to do if you're following Bianca. Let's hit it right away. Coming out. Wide arms, you don't want those elbows to bend at all. You want to keep them nice and straight, and don't fall into it on the way back. Control it on the way back. Pause at the back, pause at the top. Bianca's killing, that's it. Straight in. Boom, look at how much is going on in the core. Look at all of this stuff that's happening here in her back. Nice work with these T's. Look at his stance is perfect. We've got super alignment going on, and Bianca's just killing it. She's got that nice high Y, and then down to that T. We've just got a couple seconds left, and rest. Nice job. So, here we are, midway through the workout. You guys need some water?
Yeah.
I think you might. So if you're working out at home, use this break to grab yourself a quick drink of water. And when I say quick drink, I mean quick drink, because we're gonna rock and roll into the core part. And I know we've been talking about all core all the time, but now I think it's time to emphasize it. So if you're working from a single-sided anchor, you should be able to do this whole workout without having to worry about crossing behind it. And here's what I mean. This next exercise is called the rollout series. Now for this, we're going to actually make sure that you're in front of that single side. So first I want you to lengthen TRX all the way out, and we'll get you in position. I'll show you what I mean. In this case, Doug is going to be working from a standing position. So in this standing position here, you can see that his anchor point is right here. Now as he walks back just a little bit, he's not going to cross over that anchor point, and it should work out just fine. So this is what we want to take care of if we're working from a single-sided anchor point. Now let's talk about the movement. You can see his alignment is perfect. His arm's in the same sort of position that it was in for the chest press, but it's going to be different. What he's going to do is just kind of raise those arms up and come back. Now, depending upon your fitness level, you may not be able to go out quite so far, and that's fine. Doug, I just want you to come up to my hand and come back. That's maybe all you need, and it's good. It's definitely good enough. Now, Bianca's going to do this a little bit differently. You can see from her, she's down here on her knees, but still, she's nowhere close to her anchor point. Her feet are quite far in front of it, so there's no problem there. What I want you to do is she's going to roll forward from her knees. She's going to come out a little bit further and come back, a little bit further and come back. Fantastic. That's exactly what you're going to do. Again, pick who you want to follow. Get yourself ready. 30 seconds. Let's go. Down and up. Excellent job, Doug. Now, as we extend that lever length, we push those arms way out, we're putting an incredible amount of stress through this core that we have to really stabilize. Make sure those hips aren't dropping in. If you feel this in your lower back, chances are you're going too far, so back off the movement. Bianca's working even a little bit harder. Down here from her knees, a little bit of a lower angle.